Well, a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to number 27 Adelaide Avenue here in Mount Waverley. My name is Courtney Matthews. By way of introduction, we are Ray White Estate Agents and Auctioneers, just located a couple of minutes away in central Mount Waverley at 303 Stevenson's Road. If you're thinking of buying or selling real estate, we are the people to talk to, and many of our staff members are in the crowd wearing the yellow. Approach them at will if you'd like, if you've got any interest in bidding or buying here today or any questions about the market. The format for today's auction is fairly simple. I'm going to read through the key terms of the contract, talk through the rules for today's auction, then I'm going to talk a bit about the home and the opportunity that is here behind me, and then from that point forward I'll open up and call for your competitive bidding. The property we are selling is known in the contract as Lot 75 on Plan 013373. Certificate of Title Volume 08206, Folio 347, but better known to you and I as 27 Adelaide Avenue here in Mount Waverley. Today's sale does include all the fixtures and fittings. Everything is staying with the properties. That includes the window furnishings, the light fixtures, the floor coverings, etc. They form part of the contract today. We are selling via a public auction whereby a 10% deposit is required. However, you can pay a $20,000 bank transfer deposit today, and the balance of that 10% can come through on Monday, either via transfer itself or a bank check if need be. So that's how we set up for the deposit. Successful purchaser. We have settlement terms available to you of 30, 60 or 90 days. We have a preference around that 60 or 90 days. We can make that work. If you've had any other conversations with us around settlement, we'll honour those conversations, but 30, 60, 90 days is what we require when it comes to settlement. The rules for today's auction are fairly simple. They are that the auction will be conducted in accordance with the rules and any additional conditions that were made available before the start of today's auction. The auction rules prohibit an auctioneer from accepting bids or offers for the property after the property has been knocked down to the successful bidder. The vendors do have a reserve price as the auctioneer will indicate bidders on request, and the law prohibits false bids, made disruptions by bidders, and bidders preventing others from bidding, and provides fines for such conduct. The rules today do permit vendor bids. The words during the auction are used to make a bid on behalf of the vendor are vendor bid, and by law, only I as the auctioneer can make a vendor bid. Pretty straightforward with the rules and the terms here today. Again, if you've got any other questions, just yell out or put your hand in the air and we'll come have a chat to you before we get underway. But before we get underway, ladies and gentlemen, what a home, what an opportunity. In this close proximity to Mount Waverley Central, you can walk or bike ride to the shops from where we are. You've got the train station around the corner. The location is absolutely superb. You've got fantastic homes around you, neighbours around you. You've got new development, new luxury homes being built, single level, townhouses, etc. A multitude of different real estate surrounding you in a fantastic location. The home itself, the block itself, 972 approximate square metres of land. And I think we all know what that spells. It spells opportunity. Opportunity to be able to do a number of things, whether it's to build 3 townhouses subject to council approval and reap the rewards or returns as investment, whether you're selling or moving in. Maybe you want to build 2 large luxury homes, maybe 1 large luxury home, or maybe you want to renovate and extend the current home and update it and bring it into the future. Those options all rest with you in a fantastic home with great bones to the property at the moment as well. 4 bedroom, 2 bathroom, 4 car garage sit on the block at the moment with multiple extension areas there. So you've got some lovely living zones that you could renovate if you'd like. So all those options of renovating, developing, building a luxury home in the area, they all rest with you in a fantastic home. And it's very, very rare to get your hands on 970 odd square metres in Mount Waverley these days. There's just not much land available left. Everything is being built up. So your choices and opportunities get fewer and fewer as time goes on. So my advice is I implore you to raise your hand and call out your bid here today and secure what I consider to be one of the prime land opportunities and real estate opportunities in Mount Waverley here today. Buyers, how I sell today, I call 3 times. First call, second call, third and final call. When the hammer hits the contract like so, the property is sold. I cannot take a bid or offer after that takes place. You're going to need to make sure that you've raised your hand, called out your bid, or had one of my staff members call out the bid on your behalf to secure this fantastic home, an immaculate opportunity, extremely rare opportunity. I'm in your hands, buyers, bidders. You may start me where you like from here, 27 Adelaide Avenue, buyers. In your hands, fair, reasonable starts, what I look for. Over to you. You can see how lovely and quiet the street is. This is what it's normally like, minus all the people in it. In your hands, buyers. You make a start where you feel comfortable. Bid or offer from here. My advice, set the pace and set the tone. If you've come to buy real estate, it's the way to do it. Otherwise, I'll kick things off. Place a vendor bid then at 1,700,000 and we'll go from there. At 1,700,000 on a vendor bid with me, I'll call for a rise of 50 and take us to 175 from there if you like. At 1,700,000 now, 750 will put you. 750 is the bid there at 1,750,000. Good luck with your bidding as well. In the running now and in the best place to buy it in the box seat. 1.8 straight back at you now, 1,800,000 across the road. At 1.8 across the road, you can take me in 50s if you want to be strong.
1850.
50 is the way to bid as well. 185 the bid. At 1,850,000 now between the two of you. 19 straight back if you like. Let them know you've come to buy. At 185's the bid behind me here. 19 if you like. At 185's the bid. 19's the strong bid in the position to take if you want it. 185's behind me. Quick bidding from both of you at this stage. Where do we go from here, Claire? 185's the bid. 19 do we go?
It's okay. 186.
187. Let's just meet a little bit closer.
187.
187's here. 187 straight back now. 187's the bid. 189 if you like. 188's the bid. I'll take your 10 rise at 1,880,000. 89, 890 if you like. Over here on my left. 1.9. There we are at 1.9. And good news, we're 1.9's over here. Roma got it here first. We're selling on the market and selling to you. 910's the bid now. 910's. At 1,910,000's the bid. At 910's the bid. 920 over across the road now, left hand side. Good luck also with your bidding at 920 the bid.
930.
Here, 930 the bid now. At 1,930,000 the bid. 930 now on my left hand side in front. At 1,930,000 now. At 1,930,000 now against all parties. 940 if you like. If you've come to buy, I need to hear from you. At 1,930,000, we sell away. First call, we sell 1,930,000. Second call, 935. 935.
940.
940. 1,940,000. 945 if you like. 1,940,000. With our couple on my left hand side, I'll circle around again at 1,940,000 the bid. Check in over across the road, rub out any more here. 1,940,000, need to know if we're in or out. Are we done over there? We finished. 1,940,000, are we finished? Done. Check in over here in a moment at 1,940,000. Just watch the car in the driveway here. At 1,940,000, we're going to sell away here on my left hand side if there's no better bid. Final moments and opportunity.
Yeah, hot, 1, 945.
945, Jay.
950.
950. At 1,950,000. And just let her get out. A lot of pressure when you're reversing out of a car park and everyone's watching you. At 1,950,000, the bid here. Need to know before I knock it down any further rise here or here. Otherwise, I call 3 times to sell. First call. At 1,950,000 and we sell away here. Second call.
960.
960, good bid back in there. Zach's behind us there. 960 the bid.
65.
965. 1,960,000.
70.
970.
75.
975.
80.
980.
82.
982.
Oh, 2 mil.
Oh,
Sorry.
2 mil. I like that bid better. At $2 million now, that's the bid. At 2 million, 5s and 10s is probably the way to go if you've come to buy. 2 million the bid there. Need to know over here, are we done and dusted? Claire, in or out? 2 million the bid even. At $2 million now. At 2 million on my left hand side. If there's no better bid, we sell. Need to know now. Madam in front. Issue we done on your right hand side. Finished. Just double checking. Finished over there. Want to be crystal clear. Need to know over here if we're done and dusted before I knock it down. 2 million the bid, I knock it down. 5s and 10s the way to go if you come to buy. Call 3 times, I sell over here. First call at $2 million. Second call at $2 million. Third, final call. Oh, finished.
2,010,000.
2,010,000.
20.
2,020,000. 2,020,000. At 2,020,000 now, straight back with our buyer on my left. I call again. 3 times we sell. 2,020,000 is the bid. First time in the call, we sell away at 2,020,000. Second call, we are selling at 2,020,000. Third, final call. Are we done? Claire, you done? Are you done here, Zach? Need to know now. I knock it down. You've got about 5 seconds, Zach. I knock it down now. Third final call. Need to know, Zach. At 2,020,000 now, we are selling. Selling. Are we done? Finished? 100% sure? Says done. Oh, you shook your head. I'll take that as out. I'll take that as out in front as well, Abby and Claire. I've heard nothing on this side. Need to know now before I knock it down again. At 2,020,000 now for the first call. Second call. Third and final call. All done. All finished. Selling. Selling. So, congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, to our purchasers, and thank you for attending another Ray White auction. Have a fantastic weekend.